So today's story, continuing, is another story with Rav Shochat, the Rosh, Rabbi Ezra Shochat, Rosh Yeshiva in Los Angeles. So this is kind of an inside story a little bit. She said there was a time when he was in correspondence, looks like he was a bacher, looks like maybe certainly years ago. I'm impressed. He worked very hard. He had to bring Chassidus to the Litvische world, which is where he learned. He learned in Litvische yeshivas as per the Rebbe's instruction. And of course, he's a big, gewaldige Gon, tremendous head, and big lamden. And that's the tachlis. The Mekar of Torah Yid Chassidus, biggest challenge. Which, as I pointed out, the Chabad houses in the far-flung corners of the world have accomplished more than anyone else in the last decade, extraordinarily so. At any rate, so here's the story. So he was in correspondence with a certain Bocher, learned in Litvische Yeshiva, back and forth about Chassidus, answering his questions. And this correspondence stretched over 40 letters. How beautiful such a thing is, to read the Bacher's questions and his answers. I'm sure it's very beautiful. So on one occasion, Rav Shochat's father, Olav Shalom, is actually a brother-in-law to Rabbi Chadakov, visited, looks like he's married already, visited his son, Rav Ezra Shochat, and saw the letters. And he sent them to the Rebbe, the whole correspondence. In one of those letters, the Bacher writes that his Rosh Yeshiva, doesn't say which Yeshiva this is. The Rosh Yeshiva of this Bacher suspects this Bacher of getting close to Chabad. And that is was a big sin in those days. Baruch Hashem, much less so today. And therefore, he's telling him, why did he say, why? Because he started to grow a beard. So the Rosh Yeshiva is telling him he has to shave his beard. So the father of Rabbi Shochat writes to the Rebbe in his letter, he sent a cover letter with his letters, and says he asked that the Rebbe should please not have a kpeda. And it sounds like kpeda, what? The word be makbed means to be literally be particular. So not to be exacting and critical, all the things that follow with that. If a Rebbe is critical and upset, there are consequences. So he's asking, should have a kpeda and that Rosh Yeshiva. And he's explaining Rosh Yeshiva's background and Yeshiva's background, and he's mitigating this, what Rosh Yeshiva is doing, calling in a bach and telling him to shave his beard. Short while later, the father gets all the letters back, returns all the letters, with a letter of the Rebbe back to the father. And he says, I don't know the exact language the Rebbe used, but this is the Teichen. The Rebbe thanks him very, very much for the nachas ruach of this, reading the correspondence. Rabbi Shochat has been mekara this bacher. And then he says, with respect to that which you write to me, that I should be upset. I'm not upset. On the contrary, everything's turned and never sees the positive. That the one who opposes Chassidus, what does he see? What does he say? He sees a bacher growing a beard, Selim Malikim, that's Chabad. You hear? That the Menagid, the one who opposed, associates the beard, which is in the image of Hashem, what does he say? He's becoming Chabad. It's like it's a compliment. It's a compliment. He sees him growing a beard, that Rosh Yeshiva, right away suspects he sees in him Chabad. So it's a compliment. So thank you very much. Not only he's not upset, it's a compliment. And then he says, the Rebbe also added in brackets, and this, by the way, the idea and the importance of a beard and being Dafka the beard expressing how we're made in the image of Hashem is mentioned by the Gra, the Vilna Gaon. Just by the way, it's not really a Chabad thing, Chas v'sholem. But the compliment that he sees that who embodies this, that he sees, he suspects Chabad, it's a compliment. Thank you. It's similar to this previous story where he was thought that it would be upset that he's not giving the Tanya Shiv, or Shiva took it away from him. I was on the contrary, this way he will learn Tanya and he's teaching Tanya. He could have easily dismissed you and said, we don't need it. And they were taught us to look at every situation and see the positive in it and to nurture that. And eventually everything is manifestedly good. Okay, dear friends, have a wonderful day.